Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Giving Tuesday. My name is Eileen Clark, and I'm the Executive Director of Dancing Classrooms Long Island. And we're very happy to do this Give Back class for you. So many of you donated to Dancing Classrooms Long Island throughout the course of the year, and we'd love to give back to you. So on this day of global giving, Giving Tuesday, where you can do one small thing, basically to help the world, to change the entire world. We would love to offer you this African dance, West African dance class, and we are very, very excited to have Oya Bangura, who is originally from Sierra Leone in West Africa. She is a dancer, she's a teacher, she's an educator. She has studied musical theater. She has a BFA from LIU Post in musical theater. And she is just a fabulous dancer and a fabulous teacher. So I'd love to bring Oya on. Please welcome Oya Bangura, who's going to lead us in some West African dance. Hello. How are you?
I'm
Welcome.
so good. Thank you so much for having me.
We're very honored. So, Miss Oya, you are on Long Island, correct?
That's right. Bayshore. I'm actually filming in Bayshore, Long Island. Very exciting.
Very good. And can you I said a little snippet of what your life has been like, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from and what you've studied, what types of dance you like to do? Yeah.
I think you said it. Originally, I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa. I came here when I was about 4 or 5 in 1979. I don't mind dating myself. And I, from early age, started with ballet, and then firstly, my grandmother. The stories are that my grandmother was an African dancer in the village, in the days where basically the village was like the community was the most important. There were no telephones, there was no TV, and all of that stuff. So you went from village to village to village to village, dancing, drumming, and exchanging. So my grandmother would travel from village to village just dancing. They called her Sanga Jo in my language. My tribe is Timni, and Sanga Jo is actually not a very nice thing. It means to be very diplomatic. It means a woman who is too carefree. She's too carefree.
So she's like a secretarian.
Just because she was, dancing, right? She had children, but she was dancing. But it was a way of her communicating. It was a way of her expressing. So my mother says that that's where I get it from grandma. And so when we came to this country, I studied at the United Nations International School. My father was a diplomat, so when we came here, we were invited by the UN. I studied there first ballet, and then moved on and went to East Harlem Performing Arts. Before that, I was with National Dance Institute. Our leader, Jacques Lambois, just recently passed. He was the person who actually gave me the love of dance and the love of theater, the love of opera, the love of just all things in the arts. And I fell in love with arts education through Jacques Lambois and National Dance Institute. After that, East Harlem Performing Arts, where we studied all genres of dance. And then Dana Hall in Wellesley, Mass., where we studied all genres of dance. And Adrian Hawkins came to visit us and did a master class in West African dance specifically, and modern dance. And that's when I fell in love with the technique of African dance, West African dance, because there is a technique. Some people don't see it as legitimate. It is very legitimate. It is difficult to master. At the same time, it's very freeing. And she started me off with my knowledge of West African dance, and on we went from there. So everywhere I've gone, I've tried to pull some different styles from the continent, because I'm from West Africa doesn't mean that I'm going to understand East African or Central. West African dance, lots of jumping.
Okay.
I'm just going to start you off now. Lots of jumping.
All right.
So we got to warm up well.
With bare feet, right? Is that where we're no?
I'm scared to show you, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bare feet preferred so that you can feel the earth. If you're outdoors, you can
Okay.
feel the floor. You want to feel all of the elements
All right.
around you.
So comfy socks have got to come off.
You know, it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Take them off.
Yeah.
So now tell us a little bit about Project Move, please, because you're a co-founder of Project Move, and just like Dancing Classrooms Long Island, it's art education, right? You go into the
Yes.
schools, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Project Move, right here in where I'm filming, we have arts classes. I don't want to call it, we're not a dance studio. We have arts classes. We started first with dance, contemporary, modern, West African dance, and drumming. So we also have drumming classes. My drummer could not be here today. I pay homage to him. We have live music, which is what we absolutely love, is having the feeling of live music. So we have tap, modern, jazz, West African dance and drumming, contemporary, creative movement. We also do costume design and crafts. My partner, Nula DeGeorge, she leads us in that, training our students. Our concept is to use dance and theater to nurture the leaders of tomorrow. So what we want to do is use all of these things to have them create something themselves. Our students and the teachers, we collaborate to devise an actual finished product that's original. No one has done it, it's theirs. We partner together. In the schools, that's exactly what we do. We take a theme, whatever the school wants. One of the schools that we did, William Floyd, decided their theme was going to be the soundtrack of my life. And so we took that and we ran with it and created a piece with them where it had a lot of social emotional content. It had it had a basketball number, right? So the students learned to dance using a basketball. So whatever it is the school wants to give us is what we're going to take and create an original piece with it, using poetry, using live music, using just their voices. We invite them to write a poem, and then we'll help them choreograph to that poem. So it's whatever it is, we want to get in touch, give them access, and then also expose them to something else that they would not otherwise be able to have. I know for me, when I started, we didn't have the money for classical music, or to go to the opera. I didn't even know anything about that until NDI brought it to me. So what we try to do is expose everybody, to the arts,
Very nice.
and take it from there.
Hey, yeah, and we're so grateful that you're here today because Miss Jessica, who's going to join us in a second, our
My
program
love.
partner. Yes, Miss Jessica, and we're going to take the class alongside you, and we'll show ourselves on camera, right, Miss Jessica? Miss Jessica, do you want to say hello? There's this.
Hey everyone.
Hi, Miss Jen.
Welcome. I'm so excited. I am beyond excited. I love and adore you, Oya. And, to be able to work with you at Stage Door, School of Dance, and then to bring you into dancing classrooms, just such a joy. And I'm excited to do some West African.
Can I just say something really quickly about dancing classrooms?
Yes,
The
please.
work that you guys do is so essential. It's so essential. I never even really thought beyond what NDI does that there could be something else until I actually trained with Miss Jess. And it's amazing to think not just social dance, but being able to touch another human being and exchanging that energy at a young age. That's just unheard of, third, fourth, and fifth graders, touching what? But being able to communicate that way, it's essential. And I'm so grateful that you guys are continuing, to do this, especially through a pandemic.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, Oya. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, we just finished our first jump rope residency. So we're
What is that?
So it is called Safe Space, and we are using the jump rope as a connector between the students so they can safely dance with one another. So they're not physically touching, which we obviously can't do right now in the
But
pandemic.
they're still connected.
They're still connected. They're working with
Jeez.
a partner. They're using their teamwork and they're learning all of those kind of social emotional skills, like how do I show respect to someone opposite me, the kind of self-awareness of what your body does in a space around other people, all of those things. So we're really grateful that we're able to still work during the pandemic. And as you mentioned, it is so vital, especially now,
Yeah.
when so many of us are disconnected from human beings and only have a device in front of us to connect with somebody. So we're really hopeful that we'll be able to continue, and we will. As soon as I know we're gonna get moving soon, because I know a lot of dancers have tuned in to start dancing. But if you are enjoying the class, Miss Jess will put in the chat ways that you can help support dancing classrooms. And
Please support, support, support.
all right, so Miss Oya, you have the floor. You take it away. You tell us how we're going to start, or can you tell us a little bit about the style that particular
Sure.
style you're going to teach us? That would be great.
So first, the music comes from, I'm going to say his name correctly, Mamadi Keita, who just recently passed. My drummer was one of his students. And it's from the style that I'm going to be showcasing today it's called the Cuckoo Rhythm, right? And it's the Cuckoo Dance. And the Cuckoo, K-U-K-U or C-O-U, it depends on where you're from, how you spell it. But it's from Guinea, which is a neighboring country that's near where my country is. I'm from Sierra Leone. Guinea is very close. And so the Cuckoo Rhythm is a dance, girl power. The women go on fishing expeditions. And when they come back, they have their gear on and they're feeding the village. They do a celebration. The whole village has a celebration. These women, they do the Cuckoo Dance. They play on their gear. So the things that they actually use to fish, that's where the sound comes from, right? Later on, we bring the djembe in, which is the sound you're going to hear that Mamadou Keita is playing, the djembe drum. Yes? So we're going to celebrate. You don't have to be a girl or identifying girl to do this dance. You just need to have a heartbeat. Yeah? Just have a heartbeat. That's it. That's all. You don't even have to have any training.
That sounds good.
So right. First, I'd like to just introduce, I know some clothing from my country. This is called a lapa, which is essentially a skirt, yeah? A lapa. And how, I'm sure some of you have seen, but if not, how you actually tie, well, this is how my mama ties this, right? You gotta spread your legs real wide, okay? And tie one side. There's many different ways, but you tie one side, tie the other, and then you stand and you fold. Or you can tie. Reason you have to stand so wide is because if I didn't, I'd be walking like this, right? So now, if I wanted to, I could dance and move and all of that stuff. Yeah? So this is the lapa. The lapa. Another, this is my mother's clothing. We send back fabric to my country, and they have these things made. Yeah? And this is handmade in Sierra Leone. And the tops are usually called doquettes. The doquettes. And they take the lapa and they create a skirt from it. This is the lapa that would go with it.
That is gorgeous.
But if not, it creates another piece, a skirt out of the lapa that you can wear. And this was something they would wear on a regular basis. Yeah? So I just wanted to show you some of the gorgeous things that come out of the continent.
Love it.
Now,
thank you for that.
That I've stalled.
All right. Are you barefoot, Miss Jessica? Are you ready?
I am, yes.
Okay.
All right. First, here we go. Take a nice big breath. Let it out with noise. Rock side to side. We're going to do plies. 4 down, 4 up, and you're just going to follow me. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 count. 1, 1, 1. Open this leg, look. Center, center, center. And now we go up, shoulders down. Again, up, shoulders down. Circle. Nice and easy. Easy. Other way. Make sure you're breathing. We'll die if you don't. Yeah? Shoulders. Shoulders with the knee bend. Keep your feet moving. Nice big chicken wings. And forward up. Good. Woo! Make sure you're breathing. Now we're going to pull. Pull all the way up and elevate. Tight and let it down. Nice rectangle, knees over toes. And pull. Woo, woo, woo. And down. A little faster we go pull. And take it down. Again. Pull. Take it down. Hot pull. Take it down. Hot pull. Stay there. Stay there. Tight. 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 Deep breath. Upside down. Deep breath. Upside down. Deep breath. Plie. And again. And last one. Feet together. Over. Roll it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And knees. Woo! Up those arms. And knees. Are you moving? Good. We're gonna face the other way. Knees up. Knees up. Knees up. Face that way. Knees up. Knees up. Knees up. Plie center. Breathe. We need to make sure our knees are lubricated. Again. And anytime you can come back to this position and just move up. Over. Plie rolling up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stop it. So we have to announce yourself, yeah? When you stop, you have to announce yourself. And I can say, I am here. Let me hear you. Huh? I am here. Announce. I am here. It's your whole foot. I am here. No ball of the foot are here, yeah? Faster. Here. Hey, hey, here. Hey, hey, here. Good. Over. And roll it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Continue with the stomping. 8 counts. 8 counts. 4, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's the move? Stop. Now roll your shoulders as you stop. So we go 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 1, 2. Now look where I'm looking. 4 counts. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And freeze. Plie. Up. Oh. Roll up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So roll it up. 3, 4. 4 counts the other way. And switch. 2 counts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And plie. Good. Hold up. Roll up. 8 and 6 and it's a little harder. Forward. And then we go back. Good. We go forward again. Oh, watch it. And then we switch. Same thing on the side. Forward. And then we go back. switch. A little bit faster. Forward and now we switch. Forward and now we switch. Forward and now we switch. Forward and oh, guess what? A little faster. 5, 6, 1, 6. Here we go. Forward. Forward. Switch forward. Switch. Do it again. Forward. Switch. And switch. Switch. Okay. Oh, breathe in. Up. Over. Pulling up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Don't forget those arms. I'm going to add the legs to that. Remember I had told you this last jumping? Here it goes. So sorry. We go here, here, here. Switch. Here, here, here. Flex those feet. So it's the same foot, double, right? This is one foot, other foot. Stay on this foot. One foot, other foot. Stay on this foot. One foot, other foot. Stay on that foot. One foot. Let's add the arms. Open, open, switch. Oh, you see how that happened? Right? You didn't know it was going to happen. Here we go. Faster. Here we go. 1, 2. Ah! 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 Hey, hey. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Breathe. You're doing so well. Let's do another one. Oh, take it. Let's do another one. Up. Over. Roll it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wave. Jump. Wave. Jump. Wave. Jump. Wave. 2 arms. Wave. Jump. Wave. Jump. Wave. Jump. Wave. Put those 2 together. Here. 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 Get ready for the switch to 2 arms. 4 times. Here. And here. We didn't add the feet yet. Just get comfy with the arms. Like you're wading through water. Add the feet. Here. Jump. Here. Like you're wading through water. Here. And let's add a little contract and release to them. Yeah? 2 arms. Here. And jump. Here. Contraction and release. Yeah? Here. Here. Let's go a little fast. Ha. 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 Breathe. Let me change this. At this point, take a deep breath. And jump. When you come back up, you're going to continue. Away. Let's jump a step first. 5, 6. It goes here, 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 here. That's the 2. Here, 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 and here. I want a little fresh. So keep your feet moving. When we're doing the first wave, yeah? It's like you're moving through water, right? Nice triangle right here. Nice triangle. So as you're moving through water.
Yeah, you were not kidding. That was a lot of jumping.
I told you.
I need some water. Just saying.
Listen, always hydrate.
Lower my heat, okay?
Always hydrate. Okay.
I muted myself because you know what? I didn't want to make a lot of noise. I have neighbors.
Oh,
I'm in an apartment, so I'm like,
tell them to
uh-oh,
come
they're
upstairs.
gonna know I'm here.
Okay, I was gonna say invite them up. That's what we do. The community is important, the drum circle. But if you don't think they're gonna benefit, I'll come and talk to them. Don't worry.
Now, does that have a meaning? What the way that, I mean, that kind of movement, does every movement mean something? Does it have a meaning?
I say to people that West African dance is it's a language, right? The drums are for communicating, so are the movements. So, and usually they come from whatever the elements are, or whatever it is that they do. Like if you are from a region where you pick rice, and they still do, they have certain steps where you would move as if you're picking rice, right? There's a step. If this is a sword, I call it the sword hand, a sickle. I chop down, and then I put it in my basket. I chop it down, I put it in my basket. So it's not necessarily that each step has like a name, and I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. But there's a particular purpose that the movements come from, and then they just turn into celebratory movements. Yeah.
So
But this, when I'm teaching especially, it's easier to understand that you're moving through water, so you're not getting the staccato, right? You want the legato, right? So you're moving through.
when you're teaching this in the schools, like how do you find the students react? Are they like timid to try some of these moves, or do they like go into it wholeheartedly? Like
I explain nothing at all. We just go.
uh-huh.
And then on top of that, I have my drummer who brings, Mr. Thomas brings like 20 drums, and we'll have students play the rhythm. Some will dance with me. He'll play the rhythm, and then we'll switch out. And we'll keep switching out until everyone has touched the drum, until everyone has touched the dance. They might even learn a different section. So they don't have time to think about that.
That's good. Keep
Because
moving.
they're just busy, right? And then we perform it. The whole point is to be able to perform for each other as a community. I think I was saying to Ms. Jess before, even though you're on screen, there's a circle that you form, right? And that's part of the cuckoo, is the community, coming back to the community, bringing back to the community. Everything is that circle, right? We come full
Circles are
circle.
important. Yeah, we dance in circles too. It's just
Yeah, exactly.
dynamics of that are amazing because everyone can learn from each other too on that circle.
And that's where dance and the arts have that connection, where the circles in every culture have, I think, that same dynamic. It's so powerful to be able to look across at someone, you know, in the circle and be connected.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how far away you are, right?
Yeah.
And the audience is part of that when
Mhm.
it comes to this dance, especially. But if you think of it, the audience fulfills that circle. You have the audience there, and then you have the audience on the other side. You have the dancers in the wings. You have us on stage, and the energies that we share. That's what I love about, especially this style, is that, and I'll show you later on how we always close. We bring everyone, including the audience, gets a moment to shine. We clap for them, and I point to one side, or like I'm going to point to Ms. Jess, and she gets the, hey, just do her dance, and then Ms. Eileen, you get to do your dance, and then the audience over there, and then the drummer gets his moment, and then we all close with a hit, paying homage, sky, internal, heart, and even to the ground, and shake it all up together.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm going to teach you one more step.
It's beautiful. Miss Oya for president, just saying.
Oh, child, I love you. I want to teach you one more step from the cuckoo. That is, it's a little more difficult, but it connects us in other dances. It has a kickball change in it. Okay, it has a kickball change in it. So let me just cuckoo myself. Here we go. All right. So the step. Kick. Put it behind you. Step forward. Again. Kick. Put that leg behind you. Step forward. Fan kick. Take that leg and go around. And I call this the keep airing. And then you jump forward 2 times. Do the same thing on the other side. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. And kick. Jump, jump. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. Then kick, jump, jump. Other side. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. I'm doing a flex foot, right? And kick. Faster. 5, 6, 5, 6. Here we go. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. Do it again. 5, 6. Here we go. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. Kick, up, up. Other side. 5, 6. Here we go. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. Kick, up, up. One more time. 5, 6. Here we go. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, change. Kick, up, up. Join me. Hey! 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 Yay!
Beautiful. Incredible.
Thank you for allowing me to do this morning. Oh, that felt great. Thanks for
So
joining
fun,
me.
Miss Oya. So good.
Thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah, I love how you use your whole body in this dance. There's no part that can nap. You're awake the whole time. Yeah.
My hair is active. Okay, all of it. See braids flying everywhere, and it's just very freeing. And I think all dance should be that way anyway. Whether it's ballet, tap, whatever it is, there's just a sense of letting yourself free when you move and expressing.
So awesome.
It's good.
Well, we want to thank you and thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you had fun learning the cuckoo. I love it. So good. And happy Giving Tuesday, everybody.
Yes, give dancing classes, Long Island. Keep it moving, keep it going.
We're going to share the info again. Actually, maybe we'll scroll it across the bottom. Yeah, there's the website to donate, and we'll put it in the chat as well. If you prefer to text, you can text. You can text to dance to 44321 to help DCLI. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we're not only teaching elementary school, middle school, but we're also reaching out to seniors. So we're able to have the program in senior centers. And yeah, we're very excited about that. We go into the senior centers either in person or virtually. And they really, especially during the pandemic, need dance more than ever now to connect, just the whole social factor. And of course, the music that we use for them is so just reminiscent of their youth, and it brings back so many memories for them, like a time when they were in the prime of their lives, and they remember our dances from their weddings or when they used to go out with their spouse. And we would love someday to just bring the generations together through dance. That would be
Amazing.
Yeah.
Talk about full circle. Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you again. And
thank you, Oya, for starting my day off right. I feel so much better now. I approached my Tuesday. So grateful for you. Hope to dance with you again real soon.
Yay.
Thank you, everybody.
Live in the blessings, everybody.
Yes, thank you so much. Be well. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.